When I'm overwhelmed with anxiety and depression, I almost don't even trust my own intuitions, my own perspective, my own perception of reality. It seems like everything is skewed and I can't even get a handle on what I should do, what I should think, what I should feel. So in those moments, I find it really helpful to borrow a trusted, non-anxious brain. So in that case, it's usually my spouse. I go to her and I just lay it all out and I say, here's the situation. Here's how I'm thinking about it. Here's how I'm perceiving everything. Can I borrow your brain? Can I borrow your perception? How would you think? How would you feel? What would you do in this situation? And I find it incredibly helpful if I have somebody in my life. It doesn't have to be a spouse, it could be a mentor, a friend, a parent, a sponsor. It could be someone who you think they have a perspective that generally leads to good outcomes. They have a good handle on things. And I'll go and seek them out. I'll just lay my case out. Here's what I'm really, truly thinking and feeling, and I don't trust it. Tell me what you think. And I'll kind of inhabit their brain for a second. I'll see things through their eyes. And there's a technique from Adlerian therapy called act as if. And so what I'll do is I'll kind of imagine I'm them, imagine I'm going through the situation and using their perspective, their decision making, and I'll act as if I'm in that mindset. And it generally works out for me because normally what I would do is I'd get stuck in analysis paralysis. I'd fumble over my words. I'd be indecisive. I'd make a impulsive decision, and I'd just kind of screw things up and make everything worse. But when I can borrow a trusted, non-anxious brain, it generally turns out better for me. So here's my tip for you. If you're overcome with anxiety and depression, you don't trust your own perceptions and decision making, find a friend, find a non-anxious brain that you can borrow and just interrogate them and see how they would handle the situation. And maybe you can take some notes from their perspective and pull it into your own decision making. So try it out and see how it works for you.